Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to start off your Minecraft world right. I know everybody has their own personal preference, but this is what I do. This is what typically gets me the most successful world. It leaves me the most time for exploration, and yeah, I'm going to show you. First of all, starting map. Always good to have a map that you can find your way back with. I'm going to turn that up all the way. Show coordinates so you know where you are. You can use that, be like, oh, there's a stronghold at these coordinates, instead of having to make a good dirt tower or something. Let's just go ahead and create this world and see what we get. Alright, so, ooh, you know how rare it is for me to find these things? Snowy biomes are really rare for me to find, but we can't focus on that. We spawn on top of a tree, which is perfect for this. First of all, obviously, we're gonna plant some trees. I mean, that's how everybody starts off their world. I mean, sorry, that's not necessarily how everybody starts off, but that's how you get literally everything in this game. I mean, unless you want to live with like dirt and stuff and nothing else, you're gonna want some wood. So, craft a crafting table, some sticks. But here is where most people fall short to how you should be playing. I know it's a game where you can play however you want to. That's understandable, but you only need to craft a wooden pickaxe because, as you can see right here, there's a mountain. Normally you just dig a little staircase down, but you don't necessarily need to make all those wooden tools. All we gotta do is just mine the mountain or underground, and we already have stone tools. So yeah, even if you might say, oh, I want to go cut some more trees down with an axe right now. No, no, no. Do that 30 seconds later. And now what you need to be doing is getting some stone. Now go in here, craft one more set of sticks. I'm gonna craft these tools right here because I'm not really gonna need much else, and a furnace for our food. Now, oop. Now, you're not gonna want to stay at spawn because that's just lame, right? It's kind of like, oh well, whatever I got, I'm gonna have to stick with. No, no, no. Explore out. Try to find a village or something. Try to find maybe something that looks cool for you, but most importantly, find somewhere that works. Right. For instance, living in these mountains right here. Oh, that is a village. Sweet. But if there wasn't a village living in those mountains right there, although it is kind of cool, that wouldn't be the best, right? I'd have to walk up and down mountains every time I wanted to go get something. So instead, we can live up here in this village, which is actually gonna be my second point as to what people usually do wrong. Is they usually find villages and then just kind of like get the blacksmith and stuff that they leave. I didn't know there was a furnace in here. But what they should be doing is collecting all the resources from the houses, right? You got all these different houses, all this stuff, sure. Like for instance, we got some, I guess, food. Nothing else is really that, useful here. But we can take now all the stuff from this village, clean all the beds, because normally you'd want all the beds, right? If you want to have a successful village, where you're just starting off your world, that can come later. Right now, you need as many resources as possible. So get the beds in case you're gonna be like going out of your way to like explore and stuff. And you know what people always seem to struggle with is finding sheep for beds. Me and my friends, when we play worlds, all we ever do the first night is typically run around looking for sheep. If you spawn in a biome that has a village in it, like can spawn villages, go into the biome and look for villages. Oh, sweet. Obviously, Ray the blacksmith, but it's not necessary to spend all this time looking for sheep when you can just get beds, right? Why do I need to craft a chest when I can just take his? Why do I need to craft torches when I can just take his, right? It's communism at its finest. Well, I wouldn't consider communism fine, but for now, it is. That's actually a really good deal, but see, we don't really waste our time on that stuff. We don't need that yet. Come to this blacksmith, see if we can get, ooh, alright, I'll take it. Maybe we don't need to grind stone quite yet. Be more cluttering your inventory than anything. And yeah, we're gonna come down here, look in this house. Is there anything good? I would say that's okay. And now we go on our merry way. If this village was in a biome that had things like trees and stuff, I would probably just set up camp here, except it's not, and that's a problem. Just like I said, taking all the beds, just because, you know, you're not gonna need to use a village for anything at this point in time. Oh, well, this isn't the right village, but if there was crops in the village, you'd typically want to take those, especially if it's like full-grown crops. But anyways, now that we got this inventory full of stuff, I'm gonna head over there where there's trees and see what we can find. Okay, so this right here, it's actually not a bad place to set up camp, because if you're going for looks and style, you got spruce trees, but also you have hills to be able to look around at your surrounding area, and you got normal trees. So it's a fairly good spot, you know. It's not like it's the best place, but it definitely works. Now here's what you can do. I'm not gonna tell anybody what to do in this video, because Minecraft is a game about doing whatever the heck you want, but this is what I would recommend doing. You don't need a house yet, right? You don't need to build a shelter. I mean, as long as you got a bed, once night goes around, you just tap on the bed, right? Here's what you're going to want to do, especially in an area with so many trees and hills. Build up. Just build a big tower. You can do things like, you know, putting a torch on it. Jump back down on your bed. It's going to absorb some of that fall damage. Now you have a way to locate your house if you're out exploring. And that's my final thing for this very short video. Explore. You shouldn't be limited to your spawn area if you feel like you're gonna die, right? Just go out of your way, right? Go, just look around, find things. And I promise you're gonna find something cool. Be like, man, if I would have just stayed all the way back there and never moved, I would have never found that. That's about it for this video. You know, there's not much to go on here. These are just kind of a couple tips if you're starting out a world, and what you not necessarily should but can be doing that will, you know, save some time, and it might help you out a little bit too.